the Wild Road Show. Watch our latest episodes. Like, subscribe, and comment.
Let's look at this here. All right. Now, let's see. All right. Texas officials say record high COVID-19 positivity rate was caused by coding error system upgrades.
Wow. Come down a little bit. I got to see this.
The state says coding errors from 2 labs and a systems upgrade on August 1st caused an artificial.
That sounds like total garbage, man.
24.5% positive rate. The rate dropped to 16% Thursday and Saturday.
It's probably less than that. I talked to a lady that works at a hospital in admitting 2 days ago, and she said, oh, no, it's way down than what it was. It was crazy there for a while, but it's way down. And so hospitalizations are down. Positivity rate, whatever. Anybody that's ever had the goddamn coronavirus, which is all of us just about,
you want to look at this
in the last year are going to probably test positive on this thing.
Let's give it a second here.
Watch this from April 17th.
April 17th.
In Texas, we must be guided by data and by doctors.
Governor Greg Abbott tied Texas's COVID recovery to COVID
His eyes look lizardly.
Hospital capacity and testing.
Oh,
in particular, the
looked like he had the lizard eye for a
coming
second.
back positive.
yeah.
As the governor announced a round of business reopenings May 5th,
More than 95% of the people who were tested test negative.
he touted a positivity rate of around 5%. It steadily increased through June, leveling off in mid-July, and then starting August 1st, it spiked fast, reaching a record 24.5% Wednesday, before dropping to 16% the last 2 days.
See?
Thursday, the governor announced.
Well, let's pause this graph here. You can see here where they're trying to fluff the numbers up. Look at that. And then where it goes back to corrected is just right below this. You see that?
Yep.
It started toppling down. They said, crank it
wait a
back
minute.
up,
You gotta
baby.
spike it up. Well,
Spike it back
it was
up.
an accident. Yeah, you're absolutely right. If that wasn't there, that graph would still be going down.
It would be going down.
It might have had a little bit of a bump, but it wouldn't have been nothing. Look, nothing like that graph does.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't look anything like that. I mean, it may have been.
It's below that now, man.
Yeah, I mean, this
was 812, and it's already gone down further. It's not as bad. And this is just positivity rates. These aren't death rates. That's the other thing that people keep saying, oh, everybody's getting this. Nobody's dying of it.
Good point.
90-year-old Bob didn't die of it, then I'm good, man. That's an old man that is. I mean, he don't drink or anything, but he's 90, and he got over it. Took him a little while.
Well, Chris Cleveland's mama got over it
Got
quick.
a little of that pneumonia and everything, but he got over it. They kept giving him a steroid shot. Can you believe it? He took that steroid.
Really?
Yeah, that guy was talking about steroids. They were giving him shots in the stomach.
Oh, they tried to do both
what
that
it was,
too,
but
but it
it
worked.
was some kind of shot, and I started thinking about it. I said, so was it a steroid? He goes, yeah, it was a steroid. But awesome. Well, that's what that doctor from West Texas had discovered.
Yes, there's so many different angles that that people are figuring out. The ivermectin. Ivermectin works with.
What'd you call me?
Ivermectin. It's a. You can use. It's been around for a long time. It kills COVID. If you look it up, I was actually
coronavirus. You mean not COVID?
COVID. COVID, yes. Yeah. They found out that a while back, and it's just now coming to the surface. Still, that's another drug that they've used to defeat it. You use ivermectin with amoxicillin, zinc. You take all the other stuff too, CDs, all your vitamins and minerals. But the ivermectin it's been around for ages. It's been around for God knows how long.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. The whole thing is you'll hear all this. Oh, we can't wait for we got to wait for the vaccine. We got to wait for Nobody's talking about just getting your general health up, building your immune system up with things like what you're talking about, and CBD and freaking turmeric and
you put the
all
CBD
kinds of different things that are out there. Goji berries, for God's sakes.
Yes.
I take zinc now pretty regularly. It kind of gets you weirded out if you keep taking it a bunch.
So what is it again?
Zinc, just straight zinc. It's a liquid. I found like a nano zinc, basically.
Really?
It's liquid zinc. It's suspended particles, kind of like a colloidal silver type thing.
Hmm.
liquid. You do it under your tongue. I do that every once in a while, just to keep my
So
freaking levels up. You know,
yeah,
iodine. I think iodine's a good
iodine is
supplement.
great.
It's helped me
Iodine is great.
tremendously.
Fabulous. Helping mom.
Anyway, so yeah, this is all nonsense, like everybody's been saying. They're closing down the parks. Oh, Alex Jones went out there and screamed and yelled the other day at the park, and they did a big hit piece on him on that coffee looks good. They did a big hit
Hey,
piece
look,
on him.
I might get some in a second. Here we go. Let's pull it over here. This is the statement. It's just the hit piece.
Oh, here it
of
is.
them
This
all.
is the hit piece that was on him. It talks nothing about it. First off, they just categorize him as conspiracy theorist. Alex Jones shouts at Austin employees, hikers in the Greenbelt. That was not what happened. He went up
Yeah.
there and he said that they couldn't do what they're doing. He asked them who they are and what they were doing. There were former lifeguards that they put out there with a sheet you had to
Children.
sign into at the park that you paid for.
Yeah.
For this park. You're outside. If you want to do it by science, the UV light kills it. You're outside. Stay away from other people. Don't let somebody spit water in your face or some crap. But dude, you can go out in the park. It's a 90,000 acre plus park. It's huge. There's trails.
Giant.
And they're sitting there stopping people from coming in, telling people they have to have reservations. It's absolutely ridiculous and insane. And everybody's sitting there.
So these guys go on. They try to frame him. You might as well say this right here. You might as well say he's some of the most worst things you can say.
You can say white supremacist there. You can say
yeah, put Ku
you
Klux
could
Klan
say,
in, but it's not true.
kooky Alex Jones. You can have
Kooky.
anything there, because conspiracy theorist is the same thing the mafia used in the 20s to say that there was no such thing as a mafia. It's a conspiracy theory, Jeffrey. There's a mafia. What are you talking about? Criminals can't get together and do something together smart. They're criminals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the FBI uses it constantly to demonize people like Alex Jones. You know what? He's a damn hero. He went out there. There was a group of people from San Antonio, a family from San Antonio that had came there that didn't know anything about these freaking draconian restrictions, and they couldn't go into the park because they didn't have a reservation. And Jones started yelling, and he's like, "They can't stop you!" And the freaking police came, and they're like, "Wow, we can't really stop you. There's no law against you going into the park. This is all bull crap." And they walked in there, man, and I thought, damn it, that's exactly what everybody needs to do.
Police officers told those kids,
listen.
"You need to get out of here. Get out of the way."
They should have told them.
They
You're
did.
right.
They did. They told them they all gathered up on the other side of the road. They left that little area and they were told to get on the other side of the road because what they were doing was illegal. And what the mayor of Austin, what's his name, Travis? The mayor
God,
of
I
Austin.
can't think of it. What's that guy's name? The
He's a
mayor of
punk,
Austin.
though.
Oh,
He's a punk.
Oh, if it wasn't so late at night, I could remember.
He's
I'm
trying
just-
to turn Austin into nothing but another
Oh,
Chicago.
yeah, he's a
another
UN guy.
LA.
They're a UN sanctuary city or whatever.
He's
It's
a literal puss
disgusting
bucket.
to
That's
watch.
all I gotta
It's
say.
disgusting that I hate that it's called Travis County. I really do.
Well, you can make it better. Don't worry, because
I'm
General
trying.
Travis wouldn't approve of what he did. He's
Willie
doing.
B would be
right on.
rolling in his grave if he knew what.
He
what's
would
the-
be.
Hey, Lacey, what's the the mayor's name? Austin. God dang it! He did this. She did the same thing.
These people here are nothing but cannon fodder.
Adler.
That
His
mayor.
name is Adler. Yep.
Adler. So Mr. Adler came out there, and it's no different than the scenario. These kids are just cannon fodder.
Well, they're well-meaning kids that need a job right now, dude. That's the sad part. Is they're just kids that need a freaking job, man. That little girl right there is a sweet girl that thinks she's doing something to help people because she's been completely snowed by this whole thing, and she doesn't
sad.
realize that her rights are being trampled on right now.
Yeah, he's
Right.
fighting. He's fighting for this girl right here.
That's
He's
exactly
fighting for her.
right. That's exactly right. He's fighting for that girl right there.
He's
And
not
man,
there putting
he had
him
a thing
down.
today. Listen, he had a thing today. It was swimming with Alex Jones. Let's go swimming at the deal and come swimming with Alex Jones. And so I didn't go, of course. I had to work. I don't have time to go frolic in the
not
waters
time.
with Alex Jones or anything. But he went down there, and I'm sure a couple hundred people showed up. I hope 1,000 people did.
I hope the whole city. I wish the whole city would show up. you
Yeah.
know?
And so they were there, and they went out there, and hopefully he went. I didn't see anything on his website about it, but I'm sure he did go swimming today.
Yeah.
He was
man.
had a meetup point for everybody to walk out there together and come and stop us, and that's
He
what
was
more
right.
people need to do. We're
He
gonna
was
you want to do something, go do it. If you want to, dude, if you
Yeah.
want to open up your restaurant, open up your damn restaurant. If people don't want to,
Yeah.
that's their problem. That's
That's
their
right.
problem, not the people that do come's problem, and not yours. You're there to work, and yeah, this is how they're trying to turn everything around on people here. This is our right to live, man. Individual rights outweigh the rights of the greater good.
Yeah.
It starts from one person and it works its way out. If it's greater good for you, it's going to be the greater good for the next man, and you need to help that man get to his greater good. And
Yes,
that's what
not
it's
the
all.
poor.
That's what America's all about: is helping each other get to their own greater good
Mhm.
by making yourself great again, making yourself great.
That's a concept that people have a hard time understanding.
Yeah.
Travis.
Yeah.
It
Anyway,
really is.
yeah, and this is a perfect example of when you have a left-wing news organization, these freaking statesmen that run the entire city. This is the newspaper in Austin. This is what you get every day. Is a opinion piece. This is an opinion piece right here.
I wonder
There's
who owns this. Who owns
Oh,
this?
dude, the Statesman's owned by the same big conglomerate of nonsense that all of them are, I'm sure. And it's probably a bunch of socialist.
It's a globalist shill group, basically.
Yep,
It looks
yep.
like they're
Just
just.
like any other newspaper these days. I can't remember that guy's name.
And if it's a genuine group of people, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah,
really
it's
do.
not. It's not like a locally mom and pop owned deal. This is
Yeah.
just anything and everything to demonize Alex Jones or anything on the right is going to happen right here. And all these self-righteous little liberals that are around here that think, oh, you're stopping the curve. There is no curve anymore, man. Going out in that park is not making you sick. It's making you healthier. It's giving your immune system a boost to be out in the sunlight. You're getting vitamin D. You're getting freaking the nutrients that your body is designed to take in to make yourself fight off infection. That's why there's a high count of COVID in jails and stuff like that in prisons, but there's not a high death rate. You know why? Because those dudes are living in the dirtiest conditions possible. They live in funk. They're in prison. And guess what? They ain't dying because their immune system's at their peak level.
Because they're used to
Now they're
fighting
gonna tell
for
everybody
their
to stay
lives.
in their house and stay away from other people. Don't touch anybody else and everything else. Well, guess what that's going to do? That's going to make you more susceptible to this. Wear a stupid mask on your face. It's just
Well,
going to make
generally in prison, you're not going to make it unless you're strong yourself past the age of 50 or 60. Yeah, I know. Oh man. Oh no, look at this. Oh no, look at this. Oh man.
Is this real though? Because this is off of Facebook. I don't trust anything. All right.
All right, let's look at this U.S. news. We're gonna see if it's real or not, and I'll determine from here.
200,000.
Come on, are you serious? North Carolina public health officials have announced a major reporting error in the number of coronavirus tests conducted since the start of the pandemic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're going to keep on looking into this for sure. I'm going to keep an eye on this because, I mean, if this is real.
Overcounted its tally of completed coronavirus tests by 200,000 since the start of the pandemic. Blaming an error on processing. How many freaking errors are we going to have here? What? Everybody. Look, FEMA is hiring down here.
Ooh, they are, aren't they? Oh,
yeah.
man.
You can join the government yourself, and then you'll definitely vote for us.
Okay,
So,
and they
I
wanted
saw about that, the saliva test.
Man, you know what? I'm tired of the test. Of course, if they keep on testing, they're going to keep on finding more and more and more. And they build more tests. They send them out. They keep on. They're making money off of that.
Yeah, of course.
It's just a money making boondoggle. It's nothing but a Y2K. I mean, of course, people are going to have it. If they send out flu virus tests every year, they're going to have these scary numbers with flu virus too.
Absolutely.
And every other thing they want to test
Good
for.
point. I thought that said
because
sativa. Not sativa, but salvia test. But it's
yeah, I did too at first. I thought I said sativa at first. I was like, well,
a saliva test. I'm completely crazy.
So yeah, so it looks like they are in recent weeks, LabCorp has reported processings of about 880,000 tests per day. How?
Hold on.
Hold on, man. or a quarter of the county's roughly 700,000 daily test totals. So hold up here. In that county, how many people live in that dang county, man?
I don't know. It could be
Yeah,
like
think about
it
it.
could be like
Buffalo-
Raleigh, Durham area. There's a lot of people there.
But come on, dude. You can't be testing that many people. Think about it. Beaumont, Texas is 500,000. The actual metropolitan area, including Vidor, Lumberton, Silsbee, all the little areas, is 500,000 people. And they're saying I mean, come on. That's how many people live in the state of North Carolina, period. They're coming up with these massive amounts of tests. Are these from across the state? I mean, what is the deal with this?
Yeah, they're probably
180,000 tests per day.
that's probably from all over the United States.
And maybe it is.
And
But
there
that's
are
a lot.
people taking multiple tests too.
Yes. That's another question I was going to ask. Is this multiple test taking? Are people just paranoid to the point where they're going in here and
Yeah,
jacking
they
up
are.
these numbers?
Yes, there's people that are doing that right now. They're probably taking them
so-
3 or 4 times a day.
Some paranoid wackadoo coming in there. He's like, I've gotten tested. This is my 7th time. Are you sure I don't have COVID?
Dang it, I ain't got it still.
Oh, God.
I really want to be a victim.
Thank God I wanted to have it this time so I could get the pity of having COVID or whatever. I don't know.
Facebook
What's the
about how
motivation
bad my
behind
life
somebody
is.
doing this? Are they
Like,
genuinely
when somebody
scared?
get well soon, I can get 200 hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. I'm tired of Corona. F
Wow.
Corona.
Okay, we'll pop that off the feed here. That was a scroll through. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'll cut through some stuff. Dappity, dappity, dap. I'll see if I can find.
No
These
way.
kill
Have a
150 pounds of
funeral?
brisket meat from Beaumont officer's funeral. Dirty dogs. I can't
Man,
believe
come
that.
on, y'all. Y'all want to take all that meat. What y'all going to do with that?
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Representative Louis Gohmert to Newsmax TV. They wanted me to just die. HCQ saved me. All right, man.
Wow. Yeah, that one guy, there was also a Democrat. I think that might have been him. And they would have rather
Okay.
him die than that hydrochloroquine work.
Why is the Hollywood crowd absolutely silent about the worldwide pedophile scandal? Usually they can't keep
Yeah,
their
where is the video where they're like, this has got to end. I'm sorry for what I've done.
Really?
Pedophile privileges
Basically
only
what
for
they're
the
saying.
rich and the elite. Or whatever the crap they got.
Okay, we looked at that one. Who knows what that is? Let's keep on going. I can cut through this stuff. Oh, let's see if we may keep this one. When you realize that the liberals in your county went from defund the police and destroy all monuments of slavery history to let's elect a cop whose family owned slaves in Jamaica.
Ooh, well,
Dude, and look at her new face here.
that's a ridiculous. That's a ugly. You know, I will say this: a lot of times they will use the worst face. They do it to Trump all the time.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
They do.
Kamala Harris was a good pick for the Republicans, I guess. I just don't see how she's electable at all. That guy, what a piece of junk that guy is.
What a piece of
Screw that
garbage.
guy.
This-
He doesn't even deserve to be on there. Turn him off. But he's killed a 5-year-old
terrible.
boy,
It's
shot him in
ugly.
the head while he's
Shut
playing in
up.
the yard. That, I guess white lives don't matter because he was white, the color of his skin, so nobody gets outraged. If a
Yeah.
white Confederate flag waving dude with the knives would have done that to a little black boy, we would have riots in the street. I hope Donald Trump does pardon Edward Snowden. That's
That's a
another
good
guy
one.
right there. Mr. Snowden is an American hero, and he
I
deserves
feel
to
he
be
is too.
pardoned. I
He
think he's
revealed a lot
wonderful
of things
guy.
that people were doubting for a long time. Even people who had savvy. You know, I worked with a guy who he basically berated me because he thought that I was full of crap because I said, look, you look at this Google maps and stuff. They're tracking every single step you take and everywhere you go, and they're recording all of your voice messages, everything you talk. Every time as we're talking right now, they're saving what we're saying on this conversation on
Probably so.
our phones into a database.
And definitely on the Zoom
Utah
conversation.
or San Antonio, and he revealed that there's a giant one in San Antonio too.
Yeah.
And
No, I have a friend that works for the Department of Defense, and she explained to me how the Aegis system works, and they can pull a file up on you about every single electronic transaction you do. And the reason she wouldn't
Now,
pull it
what
up.
do you mean by transaction? What do you mean
I'm
by
talking about
transaction?
any and every time you touch this phone and any keystroke you make is saved in a file in Utah.
Yes.
And there's this thing called Aegis, is a big giant supercomputer that can pull up everything on you. Like Aegis, is the all-seeing eye kind of thing,
The
or whatever.
Argus kind of the Argus in a way, yeah.
Yeah,
Oculus,
exactly.
whatever you want to call it,
And
yeah.
and
Oracle
it's reference to
kinda,
Greek
yeah.
mythology. And so if they look, what she was saying is, and what I've heard Edward Snowden say the same thing, is if you look up somebody in there, then you're on a flag list, because if the Department of Justice is looking you up specifically, then you're freaking flagged. Because I was like, what do you got on me? And she was like, I can't do it, dude. If Zoom and I pull you up, you're going to get flagged and everybody's going to start laughing. I'm just one it's compartmentalized, and they see
What
exactly
the
what's
heck?
going on with anybody, anything you've done. That's on any kind of digital footprint whatsoever gets put in a file. Anything.
Whoa.
So they can pull it up. I mean, probably.
So
even
the watchers are being
videos.
watched on top of that. So these guys, these agents, they look you up and then they got the eye.
After the whole Snowden debacle, they are for sure.
So it's an AI. So it's an AI program, basically.
Right. It's a program that just sucks up everything on everybody, and they have a huge computer in Utah, that big base in Utah. You know what I'm talking about? You've seen it, the Homeland
Huge.
Security base,
The massive complex.
complex.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't seen the
Anyway,
picture.
yes, Snowden should definitely be pardoned.
He should be
and be able
pardoned.
to come
Pardon
home.
Snowden and pardon Assange. Why not? They are heroes, man. Oh my God.
What is all this?
They win.
Look, there's
This is some
COVID-19
kind of-
down
okay,
at the
let's see.
bottom. Yeah,
he's
isn't that
whoa,
gold?
he's winning. Heart disease, cancer, accidents,
Getting killed by the Clintons. Ah,
Oh God, cops,
there's diabetes.
diabetes, the flu, Carol fucking Baskin, COVID. He's celebrating that he has less kills than everybody. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
right. Even Carol Baskin's done killed more than the Rona.
Yeah.
Here it is. Go back up to that skirt. Go back.
Yeah, that's the one right
Go
here.
back.
This one.
Austin City Council votes on
Austin
cutting the police
Council
department budget by 1/3 to reinvest money in social services.
Okay, kids.
Okay,
social services, okay.
We're gonna get Mr. Hanky out here. Okay, he's gonna have a little sweet little conversation with you.
And look at these dudes here, these poor guys here. They're forced to stand up there and say, "Dang, thanks a lot, guys."
Hey,
Thank
it's
you
just
so
going to
much.
cause more unrest. It's going to cause more crime in the city. This city is actually, other than peaceful protesters, there's really no crime hardly in Austin. It's
Austin's a pretty happy place overall.
It's not Houston.
No.
There's not many places in Austin where you shouldn't be able to walk around. Now you can't. I've heard 6th Street. I haven't been down there, but I heard downtown Austin is a hellhole right now. Everything's boarded up. Everything's shut down.
No.
The live music capital of the world is gone right now, man.
That's sad.
It is sad. Everybody should be able to go out there and do what they need to do. Oh, yeah, I wrote something there. Let's see. I wrote that
Let's check it out. We'll go back. Wait.
all the gun shops were. I was like, okay. Oh, yeah, that's when I said something basically like, it's okay. I said, oh.
You want to look at it?
I said, you can't find a gun or ammo in this town. This one guy said, try Academy. They're fully stoked. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm stocked up already. I was just making an offhand comment. I mean, I didn't ever look it up,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, pay taxes before you rebuild. Give me a break.
Oh.
Come on, move on. That might not even be true.
Wow,
It's
what a
all
bunch of
some kind
punks. Who knows?
bullshit. I don't trust stuff like that.
There's a lady from Canada. 90%
I don't know
of
about
new
this one either.
COVID-19 cases.
I don't trust that either.
Who knows? I will have to look into that.
Yeah, I don't
Go
trust
ahead.
half this crap on Facebook.
His old Craig Holloway says, so what would you like to see your steel chamber do?
Yeah, right. That's happening a lot.
All right.